If you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you. This is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest for another Sagittarius. Okay, for your current energy, I have I'm going to be doing current in the future. I have the Nine of Wands. I have the King of Swords in reverse. I have the Five of Pentacles, and I have the Seven of Cups. So for the Nine of Wands, I'm seeing that for the clarification, I have the Knight of Wands. So I'm seeing that like there's a huge energy of like wanting to move forward with something specifically, or actually I feel like this is just like in life in general. You're just like trying to move to the next chapter in life, but I feel like there's something that's kind of delaying you or slowing you down, and I think that that is with the King of Swords, either you having like a lot of critical thoughts against yourself and kind of like telling yourself like we can't move forward, or like I don't know, there's just like some kind of like self-imposed restriction with the way that you're thinking right now. Either that and you're not having like enough confidence in yourself, or there's someone in your energy that is like specifically probably a partner for whoever this more like resonates with. I think that this partner is like not very kind. I feel like they are very critical, like whether it's you or someone else, someone is being too critical and too harsh on you right now, and it's really killing like your self-esteem. And I'm seeing with justice that this needs to be balanced, and that you're not going to really be able to move forward successfully until it is balanced. And I think that that's going to be up to you to have to put that balance in order. With the Five of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you're probably kind of feeling left out in the cold right now. I think that you are continuing to try to move forward, but I think that with the Ace of Wands, your movement is feeling like it's being delayed a little bit. And I feel like maybe you're not really understanding why, or seeing the big picture of why like you feel like you're stuck in this moment. But I think that there's just like this big underlying message from the universe that you kind of have to address what's going on internally before you're allowed to like make moves in the physical world, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like maybe this is a time where you just kind of feel lonely, you feel wounded, but you're trying to continue to move forward. But with the Seven of Cups, I'm seeing that the universe is really calling on you to kind of see things for what they are instead of trying to see things through rose-colored glasses. I think that maybe there's some things in your life that you're kind of trying to make work, or trying to make feel better than they actually are. But like if you can see here, there's a lot of options and there's a lot of opportunities for love in your life, but I feel like you're kind of trying to make some of them work, like the snake right here, this like evil looking little fox thing, like you're trying to make them good things when they're not. And I think that this is specifically to do with like a relationship with someone else, like I said, or just your relationship with yourself. But something is off, and something is just not flowing the way it should be. Like whether that's you need to be aware of when you are talking to yourself too critically, or you need to kind of put up boundaries to stop when this other person is talking to you in a certain way. Like something just isn't flowing correctly when it comes to your relationships. Like I said, either with yourself or someone else, and you kind of need to put a stop to it. Okay, for your future energy, I have the Ten of Wands. I have Judgment, I have the Fool, and I have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so what I am seeing for your future energy is with the Ten of Wands, I'm seeing that you are kind of carrying a little bit too much responsibility. I really feel like if this is about a relationship, that there's a little bit of an imbalance, and that you are kind of carrying a lot of the weight. And if not in general, I just feel like you are going to be kind of entering a period of time where you feel like you've got a lot going on. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I see that there's like this energy of maybe you are kind of trying to put your priorities in the wrong place a little bit to distract yourself from something. If you can see here, the Knight of Pentacles, he's like staring at this pentacle right here, and it has all his attention, and then the horse is kind of turning around, like indicating that maybe there's something else that needs to be tended to. And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing in this moment. I think that you are just kind of like trying to ignore the fact that you are carrying too much weight of the relationship or just weight in life in general. And I think that you're like purposely trying to stay distracted from something so that you don't have to acknowledge something else. And I think that is just like the situation that you're in general. Then with Judgment and Temperance, I'm seeing that you're kind of being called to really take a look and be aware of your actions and the cause and effect of your actions. So it's like this current energy where you have this want to move forward to the next chapter in life. I feel like the universe is really saying here that like you're going to need to take a look at what's going on around you to understand why you aren't able to move forward, and it's because there's something that needs to be addressed within. And with Temperance, I'm thinking that you're also being called to see if what you are watering is watering into you, pouring water into you, if that makes sense. So it's like if you're over here and you're tending to a relationship, you're carrying all the weight and you're putting all this like love into it, and then you take a moment to realize that you're not really getting the same in return. I think that that's a time for you to make a judgment call of like, okay, then maybe this actually isn't working for me. And then just same with your own thoughts. Like I feel like if this isn't about someone else, it's about yourself. And it's like, how can you expect to succeed when you are not, or like to succeed or to move forward towards something that you have in mind when you're not even giving yourself the confidence to do that because you're talking down on yourself, or you're just like not having the most positive outlook on that. And so yeah, I think there's like a big need right now for there to just be like a lot of balance. Because then once you do achieve this balance, I see that you are going to be going on a journey. Or once you see that there is an imbalance, you're going to be going on a journey to find this balance. With the Fool, this is something that you've probably done before, something that you have a little bit experience in, but this time you're going to be going in with a new perspective. And I think that your new perspective with the High Priestess is just kind of accepting the unknown. I think that for some of you, you are going to be having to make a choice maybe to leave someone behind. It's not like here blatantly in the cards, but I just have this feeling for some of you that that is the case. And you're gonna have to be kind of starting from scratch when you do that. And then I also think that you're gonna be having to like put trust into yourself and into the universe that like everything is going to work out. You're gonna kind of have to just like, you know, loosen your grip a little bit and let things happen naturally. And then for others of you, I think even if you aren't having to make a choice about someone, that you're still going to be doing that. You're still going to be like, okay, let me have a little bit more faith in myself specifically and see what happens from there. And when you do that with the King of Pentacles, I think that you're going to really get a lot of control of your own life. I feel like you're going to make it a priority once you kind of have this little like judgment call, this little awakening, that really shows you like how your actions are affecting your future. I think you're going to be like, okay, well, let me then get everything in order. Let me get control of my life. Because the King of Pentacles, he's someone who has a lot of order. He has a lot of like mental strength, and a lot of control of his own life. He's like very routined. He just moves forward very gracefully and very in his own power. And with the Chariot, I think that that's how you are going to continue to move forward. And I also think that there's a specific goal that you're working towards, and that you are going to be a little bit unmovable moving forward once you kind of tap into this like very self-assuring energy. I'm going to do an advice card. So let's get some advice for Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius. Okay, and I have the Lovers. Okay, Lovers as advice. The Lovers not only is like a card of just like the Lovers, it's also kind of a card of making a choice. So I do feel like for some of you, you're going to be having to make a decision, like I said, as far as a lover is concerned. And I think that you are going to be asked to really think about the reflection of this person, if they mirror you, if they give you what you give to them. And then for others, I feel like it's just asking you moving forward to move with love, and to give yourself a lot of compassion and love. I think that you are in this reading kind of maybe one of your own biggest critics, and to move forward into a very like high vibrational energy, I think it's really important that you are mirroring what you want. And I feel like what you want is like very positive and like you know, you have like a goal in mind that is going to be a very like good state that you're in. So to get to that, I think that you currently need to reflect that. I hope that reaches the Sagittarius who needed to hear it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.